Hello, in this video I'll show you how to color grade your photos when it comes to Photoshop. So this is going to be a Photoshop color grading video where you're going to be learning how to get the best out of your colors when it comes to Photoshop, and we want to learn how to process and get the best out of this raw file, and later on proceed to get beautiful and nice skin tones. So you're just going to focus more on the color grading process of editing in this very video. So simply like the video and don't forget to subscribe. So once you open the image or the raw file in Camera Raw, it is going to be opened in this kind of interface. So every raw file is going to be opened up in Camera Raw right here. So what you have to do first, correct the lighting and contrast issues regarding the photo. So for this, I'm just going to correct my highlights because I feel like they are a little bit clipping and I want to recover the detail in the sky. So I'll just take the highlights down like that, and I'll do the same for the whites, and this is going to help me recover information in the sky. Then I'll come to my shadows and slightly open up the shadows and add blacks to the image to add some contrast. Then I'll simply intensify or add contrast to this overall image. Just a before, after, before, after. So I'm just going to slightly increase on the exposure just about there, before, after. After doing this, the next step is going to be coming to our HSL panel, and in HSL panel we have the mixer and point color. So mixer has all these colors. It has hue, saturation and luminance options. So under hues we are basically working with shades of a color. So when you're working with the hue slider, you're basically changing a color. Saturation is the intensity of a color, how intense of a color you want in the photo. Then luminance is basically the brightness level of a given color. So we also have point color. I'm using Camera Raw version 18.1.1. So in case you don't have point color, make sure you update your Photoshop or you get the latest version of Camera Raw. So for this, I'm just going to first of all come to point color. So in point color, I want to target only the blues in the sky. So I'll just come, select point color, click on the color picker tool or this option, the eyedropper, and click on the blues or on the color that I want. Then I'll come to the saturation. Remember, we just mentioned that saturation is the intensity of a color. So I'm just going to increase on the intensity of the blues just like that, and you can see it is going to make the blues better. Then I'm just going to change the hues of the blues just like that, so that it can have a little bit of teal added to it. Then you can use the point option or the eyedropper to sample another color in the image. So you can see that color has been sampled, so you can choose another color and you play around with the saturation value. So don't overdo this step because sometimes you may tend to overdo a given color. So depending on the colors in the image, you can sample all those colors independently. So I'm just going to sample this color right there and play around with the hues to see what works best for me. So I just want it to pop like that. But when you sample this color, it is going to also affect the skin tone. So you have to be careful with this option. So for the greens, you can target the greens alone in the color mixer option. So I'll come to the mixer and I target the greens, and I'm just going to change the greens to pop just like that. So by moving the green slider towards the right hand side, you're making the greens look like a color below it, which is the aquas. So I'll do the same for yellows. So whenever I play around with the hues of the yellows, I'll be making the yellows look like the greens in this case. So after that, you can even come and you play around with the blues and make them towards the aqua side. Then you can come to saturation and either increase on the saturation of the blues, but that will be too much. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that to around 8. And you can darken or brighten up the blues. So you can brighten up the blues or you can decide to darken. Remember, luminance is all about the brightness levels of a given color. So about there, I feel like that is okay. This is a before, after. Then we shall scroll to our color grading panel, and in color grading we have these options, that is midtones, shadows and highlights. So you can add an independent color in the midtones, the highlights and the shadows of the photo. So for this, I'm just going to come to my midtones, and you can add a given color. For example, the midtones, you can decide to add a little bit of oranges to the midtones. So the more close this circle is to this circumference of the bigger one, the more intense of that color, and the closer it is towards the center, the less intense that color is going to be in the image. So I feel like I'll only work with the midtones, and you can even blend and balance those colors. So you can come to the shadows, for example, and decide to cool down the shadows just like that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of cyan to my shadow, little bit of blues rather, to my shadow. So this is where we started before, and this is where we are right now. Then we are going to come and make the image pop even more by coming to calibration and come to blue primary. So when you come to the saturation option of the blue primary, it is going to affect more of the blues and the reds or oranges. So when you take the saturation slider forward like this, you can notice that it's going to make the image, all the blues and oranges, pop even more. You can say before and after for just the calibration, but that is too much, so just add a tiny bit of that. So I feel like 5 is okay. Once you're done color grading in camera raw, you're just going to come and click on open to open the photo in Photoshop for us to do the next process. So right now we are in Photoshop. So in Photoshop, we want to get beautiful skin tones for our subject. In this case, you can see the skin is having various skin color. You can see that we have reds right here, we have oranges and every color around the place. So we just want to get a beautiful skin tone for our subject. So for this, we are basically going to come to adjustments right here and come to gradient map, and it's going to open up the gradient filter, and it's going to apply any color all over the image. But you shouldn't be worried in case your image is displaying a different color from what I have at this point. So what we want to do, we just want to work on the skin tone or the skin color. So we're just going to come and turn this off, turn off the gradient map layer, and make sure you have selected the icon. Then we're going to come to the properties, and in case you don't see the properties in your Photoshop, simply come to window and make sure properties is checked in this case. So when you come to properties right here, we just want to sample or map out colors in the skin of the subject. So come to properties. I hope you can see this. So come to the properties, click on the color option, and it's going to open up the gradient editor. And under gradient editor, make sure it is set to gradient type solid and smoothness to 100%. So click on this pointer, make sure the location is 0, and make sure the sample size is set to 5x5 average, and sample all layers is selected right here, and show sampling ring is also selected. So click on this pointer, then make sure the location is set to 0, then click on the color option. It is going to open up the color picker option, and click on the darkest point of the skin of the subject. So for this, I'll just choose this as the darkest point of her skin. I'll click OK, then click on this pointer, location is 100, then click on the color option and click on the brightest point of the skin of the subject. So I'm just going to choose the nose as the brightest point of the skin. I'll click OK, click in the middle, type the location to 50 so that it can be really accurate or in the middle. Then click on the color option and choose a color that is going to represent the midtones in this case. So for this, I'm just going to sample. I feel like this color well represents the midtones. That color right there. This color, and click OK. So we have mapped the skin tone from the darkest to the brightest point of the skin. So just come and click OK. Then come back and turn on this gradient layer, make sure it is turned on, and change the blend mode from normal. Scroll all the way down to color. So change the blend mode to color right here, and as soon as you change it to color, it is going to be affecting the overall image. Click on the white layer mask and press Ctrl I, or you can use Command I on the keyboard to invert the effect. Come and get the brush tool and make sure for the settings of the brush tool you have set it, the hardness set to 0, soft round brush is selected, the mode is set to normal, opacity at 100%, flow at 100%, and make sure you have black and white on these two color swatches. In case you have any color that is not black and white, simply press D on the keyboard, or simply click on these two tiny color swatches. Then make sure white is the top color. So with the brush tool, you're just going to paint on the skin. So increase on the size of the brush by using the bracket keys on the keyboard and simply paint on the subject's skin. So don't worry if the color is looking too much or intense at this point. So just paint in the areas where you want to get that kind of uniform skin tone or skin color, because later on we are going to be perfecting the skin tone color grade. So just take your time, paint using a white brush over the skin, and this is going to help you try to balance out the subject's skin and help you create a uniform skin color. But at this point we are going to be able to refine it to our taste or to our liking. So I'll just reduce on the size and make sure that every area on the skin has been painted using our white brush, so that the effect can affect every area on the skin. So in case you make a mistake, remember you can correct or rectify that mistake by painting using a black brush. So switch to black, and black is going to help you erase or rub away that mistake from an area you didn't want to paint in the first place. So I've painted majority of the skin area. You can see the brush spilled to the background, so I'll switch back to black as the forward color or the front color, and just use a very small brush and paint over those extras or extra areas. So like I said, sometimes the effect may be too much or intense. All you have to do, calm the opacity and reduce on the opacity so that it can blend well or better into the skin. And in case the skin is looking too orange, come and create a hue and saturation adjustment layer. Then come to master, come and select the reds, come to where you see the lightness and simply take down the lightness, and this is going to help you reduce on the yellow tones in the skin. And you can as well add contrast by creating a black and white adjustment layer, then coming and changing the blend mode from normal to multiply and simply reducing on the opacity, and this is going to help you add some contrast to the image or to your subject's skin. So this is what we have been able to achieve. Then you can even add selective color, whereby selective color is going to be affecting individual colors. For example, in case you want to affect the blacks in the image, you can come to the cyan option and you move this slider like that, and this is going to help you cool down or add a little bit of cyans to the blacks in the image, or you can even intensify the blacks in the image by moving the black slider forward. So this is how you can simply understand how to color grade in Photoshop. I hope you have learned a thing or two from this very video. Ronix from Ronix Photography. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget, keep practicing and as well keep creating.